Off.
Prince Boateng, I think that might be the case.
The game underway. Valladolid to get things started. They're attacking the goal to the left of your screens in their first choice strip. The violet and white stripes. Barcelona, of course, playing at home in their first choice strip too. The famous blue and red. A huge opportunity for Kevin Prince Boateng, and how he must feel playing alongside Leo Messi tonight.
And Dembele. And you know he's here. He's going to a role to fulfil in the team, and that is to step in for Luis Suarez. He knew exactly what was going to happen. He knows no matter what he does, he's not going to be first choice, but he has a really important job today and for the rest of the season to make sure that Barcelona maintain the positions they are in the league, in the Copa del Rey semi-final.
Anouar took a tumble, but it's Valladolid with the first attack. The shot blocked by Gerard Piqué. Nacho chasing it, but Carlos Aliñá but Sergio Roberto putting that one into touch. Sergi Guardiola with the first shot. As I said, it's his fourth consecutive start since joining the side from Getafe. It's going to be Nacho to put the ball back in play for Valladolid. Getting away there, Sergi Guardiola from Piqué. Sergi Roberto recovering, putting the ball out for a corner. It's a bright start from the visitors.
Certainly encouraging, wasn't it, for them? The fact that Guardiola was able to show the skill, determination to hold off a couple of challenges there to earn his team a corner in the opening couple of minutes of the game, which will be, you would imagine, one of their best ways, best chances of scoring a goal tonight, Valladolid.
Well, the big men have gone up. Joaquin, Olivas and Calero. Ball swung in by Daniele Verdi. Failing to clear it though. Calero couldn't quite hold on to it. Falls back to Verdi. Bruno's got an exquisite left foot. Twists and turns away from Busquets. But he's forced out of play, and it will be a corner despite the complaints of Sergio Busquets to the referee.
He was fortunate there, Verde, because he wasted the corner opportunity. Not a good delivery, and then he felt there he had a couple of opportunities to get the cross into the box to give his teammates a chance to attack it, and he's going to have a chance from this corner.
Second corner on the trot from the visitors. Again played in short, headed clear on the near post by Boateng. It'll be a throw to Valladolid. Quickly taken. Busquets. Back to Ter Stegen. And Jordi Alba. Aliñá has been most impressive, thoroughly deserving his start this evening. Not sure we can even call it a surprise to see Carlos Aliñá in the starting lineup, because since the new year he's been getting more and more opportunities from Valverde and looking like the real deal.
I was going to say that more importantly, he's taking those opportunities, isn't he?
Here is Aliñá combining with Dembele. Boateng. Dembele again, lovely little flick to return it to Boateng. Vidal leaves it for Leo Messi. Busquets to Aliñá. Now Alba. Messi making a run to show for the ball and looking to reignite that magical partnership that he has with Jordi Alba there. Didn't quite come off. Alba took a knock and takes a while to struggle back to his feet. It's won by Antonito. Busquets.
They have
plays
their
it
own
safely back.
Their own little sport, don't they? Jordi Alba and Lionel Messi playing their own game.
Yeah.
Completely different to anybody else on the pitch. Well, they look for each other every time they get the ball.
That's one that's blocked by Joaquin. But the ball had gone out. It'll be a throw. Antonito unable to keep to avoid the throw in. Alba looking for the best option. Chooses the throw to Boateng, who plays it back to Piqué. 300th La Liga appearance today for Gerard Piqué. It's Vidal. Busquets. Alignac, first time to Dembélé. Dembélé, you can feel the crowd, the excitement they feel whenever Dembélé gets on the ball. It's a lovely one to Sergio Roberto, laid back to Leo Messi. Messi blocked by Fernando Calero, and the whistle goes.
Yeah, initially it was great skill from Dembele. There's that benefit of being two-footed, can go left, can go right, inside and outside defenders. Messi there. You can see there's a ball does skip up and hit the arm of Gerard Piqué. Bounces off his midriff onto his arm.
The loose ball picked up by Guardiola. Nacho. Guardiola again. And Aouar. Back to Joaquin, picks out Antonito. Loose ball falling to Jordi Alba. There's a bit of a block there on that side of the park. Collected by Thomas Vermaelen, who stepped in today to give Clement Lenglet a rest. Sergio Roberto. Vidal. He's done so well as Arturo Vidal. Doesn't immediately look like being a great fit to Barcelona's approach to football, but Valverde clearly has a lot of confidence in him. And Ezunal doing well there, but giving the pass away to Gerard Piqué. It's collected now by Messi. Messi floats through the middle. Alignac winning the loose one. Vidal quick to pick out Jordi Alba. Good ball from him to his opposite number, Sergio Roberto. Vermaelen. Alba to Dembélé. It's intercepted, very nearly fell for Daniel Verde. Ends up at the feet of Alignac, supported here by Piqué. This is Sergio Roberto. Well, after those opening minutes of pressure from the visitors and a couple of corners, Barcelona holding on to possession of the ball at the Camp Nou.
Well, they're playing against the opponents who are lining up in a really compact manner. In front three, Daniel Verde is playing in between the two recognised strikers. But they're not really going hunting, looking for the ball. They're not getting too far away from the midfield players. Defence are pushing up, and trying to make it as difficult as possible for Barcelona to play through them.
Dembélé trying to shake off the attentions of Aouar. It was won in the end by Mitchell. Collected now by Guardiola. And Ezunal brought down by Gerard Piqué, free kick to Valladolid.
Yes, a rather silly foul for Piqué to give away. The Barcelona players were easily outnumbering the Valladolid players who were looking to attack. The challenge from behind, more of a nudge in the back on Ezunal, and I think the referee in the right position. That will be, you can see there, frustration from Valverde. No need for Piqué to give away the foul there.
Nestor Valverde, it's just been announced that his contract as Barcelona manager has been renewed for next season, with the option of what would be a fourth campaign, as the free kick swung straight into the hands of Ter Stegen. He releases it quickly, trying to link with Leo Messi, and it was well defended. Busquets to Sergio Roberto. It's Vidal. Now Alignac. Jordi Alba. Leo Messi on the ball, a little bit of space for him. Time to think, and he thinks and finds Boateng, who doesn't quite get the power and control he wanted behind the shot, but it was on target and made Jordi Masip get down.
And the movement is good as well. You can see he holds his line really well there. The timing of the pass from Messi is spot on. Always going to be difficult to beat the goalkeeper from that angle. And the goalkeeper, Jordi Masip, gets his angles right and makes comfortable work of making the save from Kevin Prince Boateng.
Vermaelen winning it. It's played back. A little chase for Jordi Alba. Now Piqué. We're back on match day 2 of the season in the new Thoria Stadium. It was a real struggle for Barcelona. They took the 3 points thanks to a solitary goal by Ousmane Dembélé, playing in rather complicated conditions. in Valladolid. But they know they're going to have to keep their patience this evening against Sergio's side. Here's Leo Messi. Boateng calling for it. It's intercepted by Verdi. And finally Anwar plays it back to Masip, who sends it long. Unal was under it, but is penalised. Busquets down on the floor. The hands covering the face. It's a yellow card. Smile on the face of the Turkish number 9. Never really know when you see Busquets on the floor holding his face if it's fake or not. I think in that case the elbow was clearly raised.
Yeah, in defence of Enes Unal as well, I would say it's no more than just trying to get leverage in terms of trying to get height. I certainly don't think he can be accused of throwing the elbow into the face of Sergio Busquets, but the referee on hand, I think, makes the right decision. Could have been, but certainly deemed as dangerous play when an opponent does catch a player in the face.
Busquets gave that one away cheaply. Here's Verdi. Little back heeler, but it's Aligna who's there waiting for it. Bullied off the ball by Antonito, but according to the referee, illegally free kick to Barcelona.
You can see exactly what he's trying to do with his team. The wing backs, Antonito and Nacho Martinez, are actually marking the fullbacks, the attacking fullbacks of Barcelona. And that runs the risk of the front three of Barcelona, Boateng, Dembele and Messi, being up against the three central defenders. If they can get them isolated, then you would feel, particularly with Messi and Dembele, that they will really enjoy that opportunity.
Vermaelen for Barcelona finds Alba. He's quick to combine with Dembele, and now returning it to Gerard Piqué. Vidal to Sergio Roberto. Aligna. Vermaelen to Messi. Dembele. Intercepted by Anwar. There he is on the ball again, young Moroccan. And that's a good challenge by Boateng, collected now by Dembele. Dembele gets into the area. That's fine defending indeed by Joaquin Fernandez. Dembele recovering well and eventually wins a free kick. Almost winning the ball back from Joaquin.
Good play initially from Cameron Prince Boateng to win the ball back quickly, set Barcelona on the attack, but it was an outstanding challenge made from Joaquin there. You can see up against Dembele, 1 against 1 in the penalty area. No room for any error whatsoever in the timing of the challenge there from Joaquin, and he timed it to perfection. Won't be the last-ditch challenge he has to make this evening, I'm pretty sure.
It was Mitchell who committed the foul on Dembele after Joaquin's excellent piece of defending. The end result, free kick, which Leo Messi swings into the box. Vermaelen very close to getting to it. Boateng collects, but the flag up for offside.
He must have been the culprit. Running back and then get involved. He's showing plenty of endeavour though, isn't he? Looks relatively sharp. You can see he's offside there when the ball does drift across, and then he makes the attempt to keep possession for Barcelona. Then of course, offside.
Jordi Masip to put the ball back into play. Sends it long again. It's put into touch by Arturo Vidal. Nacho Martinez with the throw-in. Calero to Kiko Olivas. Nacho. Mitchell returning it to Olivas again. The rebound hitting Aligna, couldn't control it, throw into Valladolid. Well, it's only Joaquin Fernandez's third start in the first team for Valladolid, the right-sided centre-back, so that brilliant challenge will have given him some confidence. It's a loose one, but it falls nicely for Vidal. Messi returning it to him. Play on, says the referee. Aligna finding Dembélé really smoothly. Dembélé just playing himself into trouble there, and it's Olivas who's left to sweep up. And turning away from Jordi Alba. Nacho getting there ahead of Sergi Roberto over Daniel Verde. Heavy touch, and putting it out for a throw-in. I think Sergio will be quite pleased with the way Valladolid have faced up to the first quarter of an hour.
Yep, and we see so many teams come to the camp now, concede that early goal, and then it can be a really long 90 minutes, but they're showing resilience at the moment. They're being really competitive, well organised, well coached. Nothing that surprises me, because defensively they've been sound throughout the season.
There's Messi. Boateng. And Calero just tapping it back to Masip, who clears. Sergio Guardiola making life complicated for Gerard Piqué there.
It was an unorthodox attempt, wasn't it, from the centre forward, who
looked as though Piqué didn't fancy it.
Yeah, fair to say.
Well, it's a throw to Valladolid. Sergio, of course, who has previous managerial experience just across the road at Espanyol. Antonito swinging the cross in, nobody there to receive it except for Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Messi quick to find Busquets, who in turn picks out Jordi Alba. He's got Dembélé to his left, and Aligna making the move. That's a lovely ball for Alba to chase. Boateng in the middle. Jordi Alba overhits the cross, and the ball had gone out. It's so clear to see, isn't it, Carlos Aligna, that he knows exactly the moves to make. Those little runs into space, just to offer the line of pass. He really has fitted into this side so smoothly.
Yep, he knows exactly when to release the ball as well. He tries to do it with a minimum amount of touches too.
The flag up against Daniel Verde, much to his frustration. Here's Antonito. Gets it back from Joaquin Fernandez. Verde, Michel. Looks for Nacho. So important to them, Nacho, in the good spell of results they had. It's good work from Guardiola. Gets the return ball, runs up against Gerard Piqué, and can go no further. But that was decent football on the edge of the box from Valladolid.
And this was on the edge of the box at the other end of the pitch. You can see Kevin Prince Bowen saying they're appealing for the foul. Certainly would have needed a VAR to know whether it was inside or outside the box. The referee choosing not to give the free kick. Olivas with a risky challenge on the edge of his own penalty area.
Busquets for Barcelona, combining with Arturo Vidal, Aligna, Messi, Dembélé. Well, Mitchell got there just ahead of Messi. Antonito. There's one for Verde to chase. Advantage Gerard Piqué. Alba to Busquets. Messi. Dispossessed by Kiko Olivas. Calero to Nacho. Michel. Nacho again. There was a spell of about a month early in the season, towards the end of last year, September, October, when Nacho was scoring or assisting in every game he played, it seemed. Been a bit more quiet ever since. But as you pointed out, Terry, it's a well-organised defensive line that Sergio's got working from it via Valladolid. They don't concede too many goals. The problem's at the other end, really, or has been.
It certainly is. And I'm slightly surprised Danny Verde is playing central in the front three, and he is staying really advanced up the pitch. He hasn't contributed an awful lot. His game has been error-prone, in all fairness, so far. I just wonder whether Tony Villa could have done that similar job. He could have gone wide, Enizuno could have gone down the middle, because Guardiola on the left is causing real problems for Barcelona.
There's Messi. Again, it's intercepted. Chance on the break here. Here is Verde, leaves it for Mitchell. Not the greatest ball from Mitchell, but Nacho keeps it in play. Mitchell again. Now Olivas returns it to the veteran. It's Joaquin. Down the line, it's overhit. Vermeulen leaving it for Ter Stegen. Melania dropping back to collect. Now Jordi Alba. Aligna. Busquets. Piqué. Messi. He's surrounded there. Has a forlorn look at the referee, but the whistle goes. It will be a free kick.
It's worked really hard, aren't they, Michel there and Anwar? That's exactly what they're doing. They're frustrating Barcelona so far.
Dembélé pauses on the edge of the area, turns again, gets it onto his left foot, and it's cleared by Olivas. But the danger has come on a couple of occasions now from Ousmane Dembélé, as Antonito sends it long. The ball out for a Barcelona throw-in. Arturo Vidal to Busquets. Now Gerard Piqué. Sergio Roberto. Busquets again. Aligna. Alba. Just overhitting it, and again Joaquin there. Good anticipation as he puts the ball in the touch for a Barcelona throw.
But it is Dembélé, isn't it, the go-to man at the moment. Every time he gets the ball, he looks as if he's got the beating of any defender that wants to face him.
Messi surrounded by three players there. Nearly fell for him again. Alignan with a firm challenge, and Joaquin earns a free kick after that challenge for a loose ball with Ousmane Dembélé. So hard to defend a purely two-footed player, Terry.
Yep, and fantastic balance, and very similar to Messi in the fact he can accelerate and de-accelerate so quickly. Stop and start, change direction. And you'll see an earlier opportunity for him where he feels he could open his body up, use his right foot on that occasion to curl it towards the far post, but it was another good block and another example of outstanding defending so far from Valladolid.
They've been impressive. 25, nearly 26 minutes. Serious look on the face of Ernesto Valverde. Bit of a shake of the head there. But as I said, Barcelona struggled to create much against them in the game down in Valladolid very early in the season. And that will be something Sergio's reminded his players, I'm sure. Here's Nacho. Nacho's cross. And there's Unal up for it. Falls to Guardiola. It's kind of in two minds whether to try and put it in the top corner or swing the cross in. Ended up doing neither one thing nor the other.
For example there, though, the long diagonal cross, and maybe the thinking behind Sergio there is that the two centre-forwards playing in wider positions, which puts them up against Sergio Roberto and Jordi Alba for those diagonal crosses towards the far post.
Aligna getting there first. Nacho Martinez, the ball falling to Gerard Piqué. Busquets dropping back to collect. Turning away from Daniel Verde, finds Aligna. Well, it was a foul by Anwar, although it looks as though it could have been a handball for Mitchell as well. It's a free kick to Barca either way in the centre circle.
He could close him down, aggressive play from the Valladolid midfield players. It was the correct call from the referee, tried to allow the advantage.
Messi to Jordi Alba. Now Dembélé. Alba making the run. Dembélé cuts inside. Plays it square to Leo Messi. Busquets. Aligna. Alba again. Dembélé returning it to him. Vidal back to Busquets. Through the middle to Boateng, and in the end it's intercepted and cleared by Joaquin. It's so important when Barca have the ball in that final third for Valladolid to keep their shape, isn't it? And so far so good, and that's a fine challenge from Mitchell to dispossess Dembélé. won by Busquets. It's Vidal, almost given freedom of movement there, Vidal, and in the end, looked like he couldn't believe his luck and ended up passing it into no man's land. It's collected now by Verde. Anwar finding Unal. It's a firm challenge, and it's a free kick. Boateng, the guilty party, bringing down Mitchell from behind. He apologises to the Valladolid midfielder.
It's a clear foul, isn't it? I kind of feel for Arturo Vidal, though, because the area he was playing the ball, we would normally expect to see Sergio Roberto, a right back for Barcelona, approaching that part of the plate, part of the field of play. It's a narrow back five at times. They're tucking him really quite narrow. They're trying to force Barcelona into the middle. Barcelona really not taking the opportunity. The space is out wide.
Verde. Well, he wins a free kick from Arturo Vidal.
"30 minutes into this game, it was the look of a similar performance from what we saw from Barcelona last week against Athletic Bilbao, where chances that were created were few and far between. It's been the case tonight in the opening third of the match so far.
Piqué keeps the ball in play, plays it back to Ter Stegen, who clears. Again, Enes Unal causing problems. There's Boateng, he's got Messi to his left. Can't quite find him, though. It was Mitchell who's been outstanding so far. Masip clears. Guardiola was up for it. Piqué had the advantage, the ball falling to Busquets, now Leo Messi. Dembélé, look at Jordi Alba down the left. Dembélé not noticing, I think, and it's cleared. Vermaelen with a rather clumsy one. Here's Dembélé. Now he finds Jordi Alba, back to Alagna. Vidal to Messi. Alagna. Dembélé. Messi again. Alba making the run. Messi trying to get away from Anwar to Ami. Forced to turn back, eventually feeds a superb ball into Dembélé. Collected on the ground there nicely by Vidal, doing the physical work. Finds Messi again, but the whistle has gone. And to the disappointment of the home fans, handball, I believe, given there.
Well, they've shown their willingness to scrap, haven't they, Valladolid, and dragging Barcelona into a real scrap in the centre of the pitch on occasions. Busquets there clearly strikes his arm. It's up to the referee to judge whether he gives the free kick to Valladolid, which is exactly what he's done.
It's Calero. Advantage, Piqué gets a second bite of the cherry too and finds Busquets. Busquets time to turn and pause and have a look. Sergio Roberto. Boateng back to Vidal. 6 out, Jordi Alba. Carlos Alagna. Combining with Alba. Taken off him by Anwar. Does well. Antonito now. Back to Anwar. Mitchell. Joaquin. There's Olivas. Calero down the line to Verde. Mitchell. Calero. Nacho. Mitchell over the top. The flag up as Sergio Guardiola sprints through towards the Barcelona penalty area. No question that he was in an offside position.
You can see Piqué there urging his teammates to be...
Well, I say no question, Terry, but it's pretty tight.
It is very tight. I think he's just offside, and it's a case of the assistant referee actually getting it right. But I am somewhat surprised that the assistant referee didn't allow the play to continue.
Messi to Sergio Roberto. He won't keep it in play. Yes, he will. Gets a decent cross in. Well dealt with. Michel, it's a risky one. And the whistle goes for the challenge by Anwar on Busquets, and it'll be a yellow card. Second yellow card of the game for a Valladolid player. This one for Anwar Tuami. He joins Enezu now in the book. And both those challenges on Sergio Busquets, I seem to remember.
You can see he lunges in there, doesn't he? Busquets is quick to take the opportunity to try and steal the ball back. Just slightly mistimed, was a foul, and again was rightly called as a yellow card offence.
Leo Messi to take the resulting free kick. Barcelona would very pleased to try and break the deadlock at this stage of the first half. Messi swings it in, and it's headed away by Kiko Olivas, only as far as Jordi Alba. Now Carlos Aliñá to Dembélé. Aliñá intercepted by Nacho, won back by Sergio Roberto. It's brought down, or the home fans feel he was brought down by Anwar. Now collected now by Nacho. It's blocked by Piqué. Didn't know too much about it, and Guardiola nearly winning it back. The loose ball collected, however, by Dembélé. He finds Leo Messi right on the halfway line. Outside him, Sergio Roberto. Through the middle, Boateng. Still Messi. Dispossessed. And it fell to Daniel Verde, who gets it straight back from Nacho. Here's Michel. And in the end, it's won back by Vidal. Boateng brought down, free kick given. It's quickly taken, but it'll have to be taken again.
We saw that competitive edge there, didn't we, from Arturo Vidal and Kevin Prince Boateng. It takes all types of players to build a successful team, successful squad. There are the tools available to Valverde, but he will be frustrated again 35 minutes into the game when he's made rotations. His team that are frankly not at their best again against this time against Valladolid. And it's because of concern for Valverde. As soon as he rests a few players, Barcelona are accused of dropping the performance levels.
Well, Terry, they've only had one shot between the three sticks so far in 35 minutes. That was Boateng early on, that angled shot from wide on the right of the penalty area that was saved by Jordi Messi. But I mean, we can't really call it a goal opportunity. It was a straightforward save. And that's just about it in terms of what they've created up front. Good work there from Busquets.
Jordi Messi must have imagined he was going to be quite busy tonight, but that clearly isn't the case so far.
Not yet, anyway, as Sergio Roberto plays it back to Busquets, who's seeing a lot of the ball. Aliñá has got that pause as he fights Messi. Messi's shot blocked by Joaquin. Throw into Barcelona. Messi returning it to Alba. Again, the connection there. This time, it's only a throw. Dembélé back to Alba. Now Messi. Again, that's good work from Michel. This is Verde. Vermaelen finding Aliñá. Barcelona insisting. Vidal on the ball. Aliñá. Wides to Jordi Alba. Dembélé. Trying to avoid the attentions of Joaquin Fernandez. It's cleared by Antonito. It falls to Vermaelen. Joaquin penalised for the challenge on Boateng. It's a free kick. Boateng complaining that there might have been contact with the back of his head. I think the free kick is punishment enough for Joaquin.
Yep, I agree with that. Does give Barcelona an opportunity here. It's a really important stage of the game. Any team that comes to camp now, such as Valladolid, who are working as hard as they are, you have to keep your focus just before the end of each half.
Well, Messi clearly looking for Gerard Piqué. He overhit the cross, though. It's well dealt with. Sergio Roberto to keep the attack going, floats it in towards Messi. Here a chance on the break for Valladolid. This is Nacho looking to link with Verde, finding the head of Jordi Alba. Falls for Anwar. Nacho again. It's a good cross, well dealt with by Vermeulen. It falls to Vidal. It's Dembélé. Messi inside him, now Messi trying to go all the way, and I think Boateng perhaps didn't exactly make the best movement to offer Messi a clear-cut pass there. Messi obliged to go on his own, and in the end being dispossessed. I mean, he's lost control of the ball on many occasions tonight. That's normal because he's always trying impossible things. But it's been very noticeable tonight how often Messi's lost control of the ball.
Yep, how unsuccessful he's been when he's been attempting to take on defenders. It's difficult though. So many players in that centre of the pitch.
Antonito's cross. Now was setting up for an overhead kick there. Anwar finding Nacho. Michel. Aligna avoids the first challenge. Good ball to Dembélé. He's got Messi to his right. Boateng to his left, and Messi might not get there. Kiko Olivas anticipating well. Again, hearts in mouths time for the Valladolid defence, but they dealt with it, Terry, very well indeed.
Well, that's the first time in the game. The game has been stretched enough to be 3 against 3. The 3 attackers against the 3 central defenders. And Dembélé was wasteful there. The last 10 minutes or so, his passing has become a little bit untidy, erratic. Just a little bit casual in his approach. He has to make sure that every pass is spot on, and that was just flicked to the side in the hope that Messi would get there. It favoured the defender, and the chance was wasted again by Barcelona.
I mean, funnily enough, the pass to his left to Kevin Prince Boateng might have been the better option.
Who are you choosing, Simon?
No, but that's the thing, isn't it? Obviously, you're going to pass it to Leo Messi, and that maybe gives Boateng a little bit of a chance against a defender who doesn't expect that pass to come. Sergio Roberto. Here is Messi. Aligna. Back to Messi. Into the last 5 minutes of tense, fascinating first half in the Camp Nou. Sergio Roberto. Again, Valladolid defending really well. Messi linking there with Boateng. Messi, it's blocked, it falls to Messi again on the right foot, just beyond the far post. Messi claiming it came off a Valladolid defender and calling for a corner. Valverde not looking particularly pleased, it must be admitted. There's the first shot, blocked, and on the right foot it clearly came off Fernando Calero. When it's Messi himself who puts the ball back in play. It's played short, gets it back from Aligna, gives it away to Daniel Verde. Verde's got an astonishing left foot, and right now it's 4 against 2. Busquets struggling to get back. Real chance here. Nacho over hits the cross. Guardiola just floating into the far post. Nacho's response says it all. His manager's response is get back and defend, because here's Dembélé. Messi calling for it. Here's Messi. Trying to place it. It falls for Piqué. Piqué goes down, and the referee points to the penalty spot. Well, well, well. Valladolid incensed. Nacho's one of the most reliable crossers of the ball from the left. But he really hit a terrible cross in there. There were almost too many Valladolid players against just 2 Barca defenders. They're very quick to break out. And it's Michel. Whose arms are on Piqué. I mean, Piqué goes down fairly easily, but the arms around his shoulder.
Yeah, and it's an extraordinary phase of play, because at one end we had Valladolid nearly scoring, perhaps should have scored, and there became like both teams looking for the knockout blow just before half-time. End-to-end stuff, defenders all over the place, the game lost its shape. Of course, we had Gerard Piqué strolling through midfield. Eventually, the attack ends up with Lionel Messi. The opportunity from the spot for Barcelona.
Messi against Jordi Messi. Messi! It's 1-0 to Barcelona, just under 43 minutes on the clock, and that is the breakthrough the home team so desperately needed. Valverde, I don't think, is very happy at all with his first half performance. Valladolid can consider themselves rather unfortunate, I think. Mitchell, with all his experience, committing the softest of penalties on Gerard Piqué. I mean, he lifts his arms away, but it's too late once you put them on top.
Yep, I think
Gerard
there was
Piqué.
a slight tangle of legs as well, and of course Piqué in that position was looking for the opportunity. He feels the contact, he goes down. Messi makes no mistake, but he had to. That had to be inch perfect. The right power and precision to beat the diving Jordi Massip, who went the right way and was just inches away from getting his hand on the finish from Lionel Messi. A chaotic end to the first half, but it does result in Barcelona taking the 1-goal lead.
Well, Massip, who I'm just guessing must have seen Leo Messi take penalties over his years at Barcelona. As you said, not just guessing the right way, he was so close to getting there, and that was perfectly struck by Leo Messi, actually hitting the inside panel. 1-0 to Barcelona, but I think Ernesto Valverde left with certain questions to answer at half-time. Although Aleñá overhits the through ball, Boateng applauds him, but both Boateng and Messi were free. Massip again sending it long. Guardiola doing well. Vidal was there to almost take it off. It was a good ball from Guardiola. Here's Nacho. This time it's a better ball, and Piqué getting a providential touch. It's kept in play by Antonito. Swung in, Alba with the block. And Noir getting there just ahead of Dembélé. Joaquin plays it back to Kiko Olivas. And it'll be a throw to Valladolid as the 45 minutes are up. I can't see too much time being added. In fact, no time, Terry. It's 1-0 to Barcelona at half-time. That was crucial defending from Gerard Piqué. I think Valladolid, as they trot off, will be feeling really angry to be 1-0 down, because quite honestly, Terry, they've had a couple of very promising breaks themselves, and Barcelona hadn't really caused them too many problems until the penalty.
No, it had become really chaotic, and here we see the opportunity for Valladolid. Nacho gets too much on his cross, it goes high. But look at the quick thinking from Ter Stegen, Piqué. Before you knew it, you could see the Valladolid players, like their coach, they were full of despair. They just missed a golden opportunity. Seconds later, the ball's in the other end of the pitch. Penalty to Barcelona, and they do get the 1-0 lead at half-time.
Well, it's Leo Messi who's made the difference between these two teams. Took a long time to come in the last 5 minutes, 43 minutes, the penalty. It's 1-0 to Barcelona at half-time. I'm fairly certain that Sergio...
Well, they've got the goal. They've been knocking on the door, Barcelona, and just by those stats you can see 60% of the possession. They've had all of the passing and certainly dominated most of that first half. However, it's been nervy for Barcelona, but they have the goal.